It's starting now.
Hi, we're students from Professor Aria's class at University of Houston downtown. My name is Sharon. I'm working with my classmates Solomon, Jeffrey, and Jenica. And this is our final presentation for the Woodland Remodeling website project. Today we'll be going over 6 things. The first thing we'll be covering is proposal highlights, which is where we started versus where we ended up. 2, client actions, which is what Ali asked us to fix along the way. 3, usability test, what real homeowners told us. 4, live demo, the site working right now. 5, transition plan, what Ali needs to know. And 6, lessons learned, what we carry into the next project. When we started this semester, Woodland Remodeling had zero digital presence beyond Instagram. Despite Sam having 17 plus years of hands-on craftsmanship, our report one proposal committed to 4 things: a professional portfolio website, a working contact form, a review generation process, and stronger local visibility, all delivered by the end of the semester. Here's where we started, and here's where we ended up. Every commitment from that original proposal is reflected in what you're about to see. We stayed true to the scope we agreed to, even after the platform itself changed mid-project. I'll be handing over to Jeffrey.
Thank you, Sharon. After our early client meetings, a few real action items came out of direct conversations with Ali. He asked us to drop the bathroom category since we didn't have enough real photos to support it honestly. He asked for a heat map tool so he could see how visitors actually use the site. And during review, we caught and corrected a wrong a wrong phone number, an incorrect address that shouldn't have been public, and a Google business profile link pointing to the wrong company. Each of these is documented with a real date in our change management log. This wasn't guesswork, it came directly from listening to our client. And now I'm going to hand it off to Janika for our usability testing results.
Okay, for segment 3 for our usability testing results. For our user study, we interviewed 4 real homeowners about how they actually chose a contractor online. The single strongest finding, echoed by 3 of the 4, was that generic and stock filling photos and fake looking testimonials are an immediate trust breaker. That finding directly shaped the final build. Every photo you'll see in the demo is a real project photo, not a placeholder, and the contact form was simply based on users telling us exactly what made them abandon forms in the past. Next, I'll be handing it off to Solomon for segment 4, the live demo.
So I'll be doing the live demo and showing you the website. Here we have DFW Woodland Remodeling, as it is segmented into 5 portions: home, about, our work, and then reviews. On the homepage, we have them mainly speaking towards their craftsmanship, as Sam has had 17 years experience in the industry as a craftsman, woodworking subcontractor. So as you can see right here, and then more so emphasizing where this takes place in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and just highlighting how they are with their customers in terms of handling projects. We have a small, brief introduction to Meet the Craftsman, and then going on through there, just more so highlighting to who they are as a company and what they're able to provide in terms of what their strengths are. As you go through, again, like I said, the About section, more so highlighting who they are as a company and being able to relay that to the customers. In our work section, it's divvied up into what they do best, kind of just, you know, shining the spotlight on their main deliverables being kitchens, outdoor structures, and custom cabinetry. So, here you have your kitchens with updated photos from their hard drive that we used that Ali was able to provide us with. And then we go to outdoor structures. Obviously, it varies in terms of what they're able to deliver. You have fences, um, more additions that will come in later would be like gazebos, but more so just outside posts and then custom cabinetry. We felt that highlighting their commercial work in terms of um, restaurants would be the best case due to just, more so it's a solidify that trust with at-home customers. And then here's a portion for reviews, just to highlighting how they are in terms of a company. And then lastly, contacting. We were able to fill this out, and this will go to a separate email that someone can engage with Ollie or Sam in terms of referrals or just sending them a message to get into contact with them. We also have at the bottom their Instagram and Facebook connected. So you'll see right here, the Instagram pops up. There we go. And on Facebook, same thing is the case. So everyone's able to see a more in-depth vision of, who the company is and not just, taking it off of the website. They can also scroll through the same pictures, same thing on Facebook and Instagram. But all in all, this is their one source of truth when it comes to DFW woodland remodeling. So they can just kind of rely on this website to aid them in any ventures that they need in terms of viewing what they do, how they go about doing it, who they are, and being able to get in contact with them. So now I will push this forward and let Jeffrey take over the next portion.
All right, the transition plan, one single handoff document, everything Ollie needs to run the site independently. It has account access, the owner versus contributor roles. It also will have the using AI credits, what's free versus what costs a credit, ready to use prompts, copy paste instructions for reviews, and optimal upgrades before and after slider and tap through gallery if you want some later. Once we hand this off, Ali becomes the site's owner with full access, and our team steps down to contributor access during the transition window. We built one single master handoff document rather than scattering instructions across multiple files. It covers his account logins for clarity in email.js, exactly how AI credits work and when they're needed versus free. Ready to paste prompts for everything he'll want to do next, adding real reviews, a real owner photo, connecting his Google business profile, and even optional upgrades like a before and after photo slider if he wants it later. The goal was that after reviewing this one document, he shouldn't need to contact us again to run the site day to day. And from there, I'll be passing it on to Janiko for the lessons learned.
For segment 6, the lessons learned, 3 things we'd carry into a future project is first, testing features the same day they're built catches real bugs while the context is still fresh. We found and fixed 2 live defects that way. Second, treat early technical decisions as provisional. Our client changed hosting platforms mid-project, and because our documentation stayed evidence-based rather than locked in, we absorbed that change without losing time. And third, account security deserves the same scrutiny as functionality. We caught a real credential issue during a final review before handoff that could have left an unintended door open after the project ended. Thank you. That's Woodlands Remodeling, live and ready to grow.